Take a tour of RidgeRun GStreamer Analytics. In this video, we'll explore how to monitor and visualize GStreamer performance in real time using a unified analytics and observability platform. This solution provides a complete way to collect, centralize, and visualize metrics and debug logs for systems running GStreamer pipelines. It enables engineers to monitor hardware resource utilization, process behavior, and pipeline performance across multiple devices, all from a single centralized dashboard. All right, let's get started.
First of all, we have to run an instance of the RidgeRun GStreamer Analytics centralized server to aggregate metrics and logs from different agents for visualization. Then, to register a system into the tool, we run an instance of an agent. The agents collect metrics and logs from each system. It's important to start them in that order to ensure proper registration. Once the services are running, open Grafana on port 3000. On the left panel, go to the Dashboard section. Under the RR Analytics folder, you'll find dashboards for Linux systems and Jetson devices, each tailored for your platform's capabilities.
Dashboards are structured into different sections for easier navigation. Each registered system has a dedicated section showing real-time system statistics, including the percentage of RAM in use, overall CPU load, per-core CPU usage, network throughput, disk read and write rates, and total memory consumption. For Jetson devices, additional hardware-specific metrics are available, such as GPU, EMC, encoder and decoder utilization, and accelerator frequencies. This provides deep visibility into both CPU and hardware-accelerated workloads. Now let's look at per-process monitoring. Let's launch a pipeline that captures, encodes, records, and displays video using a T element. We enable all available tracers to report per-process CPU, memory, and I/O usage, as well as per-pipeline bitrate, framerate, and runtime. These tracers are enabled through the GST_tracers environment variable and provide runtime statistics via the GStreamer tracing subsystem. By enabling one of these tracers, the process will be registered to the server and will show up in the dashboard. Optionally, you can also assign a human-readable name to the process providing the metrics. Each process appears individually, with detailed resource usage panels. Here we see CPU utilization, I/O activity, and memory consumption for the process in both percentage and absolute values. In addition, the pipeline runtime, bitrate, and framerate metrics are displayed, giving complete visibility into the behavior of each pipeline.
The dashboard filters at the top let you focus your analysis by system, process, or pipeline. You can choose which registered device to display metrics for, filter metrics to a specific GStreamer process running on the selected system, and further refine the view to metrics from a particular pipeline within the process or processes. These filters can be combined to focus only on the data relevant to your analysis. Grafana provides tools to refine how metrics are displayed. First, adjusting the time window. Use the time selector at the top right to control the time span of the graphs. Second, changing the refresh interval. Next to the refresh button, you can set how often data updates, faster for real-time monitoring, or slower for historical views. Third, focusing on one metric. Click the legend text in a panel to highlight only that series, and click again to bring others back into view. This makes it easy to analyze exactly what you need.
At the bottom of the dashboard, you'll find the Debug Logging Controller panel. This lets you manage logging at runtime without restarting services. Now let's run a pipeline that generates logs in real time. When you run your GStreamer application with the rrlogtracer, two log files are created under varlog RidgeRun: a filtered log file and a global log file. The global file is stored locally on the device in multiple files, using a circular mechanism for later debugging. The filtered file is streamed directly into Grafana for real-time analysis. In the Debug Logging Controller panel, you can choose the system where logs will be controlled, select the specific process within that system, set the logging verbosity level for the global log file, apply a filtered debug level for the streamed file, which must always be a subset of the global level, and configure the maximum log file size based on lines, bytes, or time. You can use the refresh button to update the system and process list. This must be refreshed manually each time a new device is registered. You can also configure these settings using environment variables when launching the GStreamer pipelines.
The contents of the filtered debug file are streamed into Grafana's Drilldown Logs section. On the left panel, go to Drilldown, then Logs. This view provides real-time access to details of the debug messages captured from each registered device and process. When you click Show Logs for a specific device, you'll see sequential log entries with timestamps, process names, log levels, and associated pipelines or elements. Each log entry can be expanded to reveal structured metadata, including the file, function, and category. Additional controls and visualizations let you refine log visibility by level or keywords, including or excluding terms as needed. Use the filters in combination with the debug logging controls to quickly isolate specific pipeline issues without overwhelming the dashboard with unnecessary details.
By combining system metrics, per-process monitoring, pipeline-level performance, and real-time debug logs, this platform gives you a clear and complete view of how your GStreamer applications behave in real-world conditions. Instead of guessing where bottlenecks or issues might be, you can see exactly what's happening, when it's happening, and why. This allows you to optimize performance, accelerate debugging, and confidently scale your pipelines across devices, all from a single unified interface.